morning. How are
Good
you?
morning. I'm good. How are you guys?
I am good. I'm good.
Hot, hot.
You're hot.
Right?
It's extremely hot today. I don't know why, but it's really hot.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jill, you're not in the tropics. You cannot understand
Yeah.
what's going on right now.
Why y'all trying to like diss me now? Like
Jill, no, it's hot. It's really hot.
Hmm.
It's really hot.
I am. I'm so glad I'm not in this heat.
So, you know,
To some extent. To some extent.
Hmm.
uh,
I, I'm feeling. I'm feeling. It's cooler this morning. It's like 15 degrees right now,
mhm.
Celsius. That is. So it's not bad. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. I want to say good morning to all of the listeners, every single one tuned in to Vibes Radio. Those of you tuned in on the frequency, 99.5, 94.5, 90.1, Digicel, channels 57. What you said, Judy? Judy?
Channel 57.
Okay. And those of you on Facebook, hi. How you guys doing? Jody's joining us. Hi, Jody.
Hi.
It's Girl Talk Friday, right?
Right?
It's Girl Talk. Jody joins us today for Girl Talk. We're so excited to have her. She was on last week for last Thursday, I think, when we had the entrepreneurs, the small business unit, and all of the other people for COVID, like small business owners that are dealing with COVID and stuff. So we have Sherman, Jody, and Jody joins us today. We'll bet Jody will stay, but we'll see.
Try to tie her, Jill.
You know, as Italians, we like to stick together.
Italians.
Yes,
Also, there's a name then. There's a name
yes,
for it.
ETC, we're Italians. Should you know about Italians?
No.
Italians are Jamaicans.
For sure.
Yeah,
A name?
if we are from Italy City.
Okay, okay. Excuse me. Jarozo. I mean, I didn't know. I didn't know that. So, big
Yeah,
up Picassian.
yeah, they got some Italians. We were hat proud, although we're very proud. We had a really good week. Jody, did you get to listen to any of the
To
shows?
some of it, yes, yes. And I went back and listened so I can be informed for this morning's discussion. Yes.
She's informed.
Yes.
Give her book.
It's Friday. I decided to wear something more casual. You know, I've been fancy
Mm.
for the last couple of days. And I'm like, yo, on Friday, ain't nobody got time for that. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to casual it up.
Mhm.
But we had a really good week. Trudy was your first week, and
Yes.
we had lots of fun.
It was a jam-packed week. I mean, I think I came in and the things were just rolling. I mean, Jael, you had done the 2 weeks, special edition prior. And so this week was just like we had like powerful guests coming back to back, like po, po, po. And I'm trying to keep up. But it was a
Mhm.
it was a good week. It was a good week.
Speaking about keeping up, yesterday,
Hmm.
why your face was so tight? Your face was so tight. No, we had a psychologist on, Dr.
Hmm.
Waller, and Jody at one time Trudy's face was like this. Like, I was like, Trudy, you okay?
I mean, Jill is like in the middle of the show. Jill is like, "Are you okay?" No, I don't want to tell Jill what's going on, but I'm sitting on this stool and my leg is hanging in this way that my blood supply has cut. My whole leg is numb. And I'm sitting there, and Dr. Wallace is talking, but she's really giving us some
Yes, yes.
information,
Mhm.
and I am engaged, but at the same time, my leg is
You
dying.
don't want your leg to die?
We almost had to amputate
So I'm sitting there and I'm saying to myself, boy, you know, I want my leg. I want to listen to Dr. Wallace. Which one?
Oh gosh.
Which one takes precedence, you know? So I'm
Mhm.
having this life crisis going on. Speaking of what we're talking about. Trudy, you okay?
I after we got off and Judy was
Mhm.
I could not stop laughing. I thought it was so funny. I'm like, Judy, but I said something. Judy's like, I'm gonna
No.
use my leg for the greater good. Psychology. Oh my God, that was hilarious. That was really, really funny. So we had her on yesterday. It was so intense though.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
the information that she was given. Um, you know, I was like at one time I was like, oh my God, like I don't even know how to think and how to feel, you know, for like a good 15 minutes. And then getting messages coming in and people really wanting to talk, wanting to ask questions and stuff. And even like, you know, when that person asked that question about, you know, they've lost like 4 years of their life and they can't like recollect, you know, and I'm like, "Ugh." I felt like a lump in my stomach. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
So
we got through some deep stuff yesterday with Dr. Trudy Wallace. And I think the general consensus was we need to have her back, right, Jill?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Jodie, you listened?
From what yes.
Yeah.
I was so intrigued with and like certain things that you thought you knew about, like she just put a whole new perspective on it for you. And like,
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
well, if you missed yesterday's show, you can always go back in the archives on it's on
Yeah.
Saturday. You can always go back and listen. We encourage folks to go back and listen and share it with somebody, tag somebody in there. On Wednesday we had the twins.
Right.
I got a diarrhea after that show.
So Wednesday, Jill. Wednesday. So Wednesday it was Dr. Rock and Mrs.
Consistency. Mhm.
Says, and we were talking about food security and food law, food science, essentially. So, JL, let it get into her head. So when we discussed, you know, the possibility of things being in your food that you don't even know or expect
Mhm.
to be there, and you know how we should be so cautious and careful as it relates to food consumption. So JL was getting freaked out.
Yo, my stomach was rumbling, and it wasn't because I was hungry.
JL was getting freaked out. I mean, I was calm. So I was more calm with that one. JL was the one.
Mhm.
I was because I was every story or every scenario that they raised, like I knew somebody.
Mhm.
Oh Lord. Like I mean,
Yeah.
in the case of the people getting sick, I really don't because you can't really I guess pinpoint where exactly it happened. But one of the things that really stayed with me, what they said is that you just drank it. You
Mhm.
know it's caused the reaction. You need to, like she said, we need proof. You know, we
Mhm.
need the bottle. We need, you know, we need to know these things. And a lot of times we don't pay attention to the fact that what we're buying is not labeled properly.
Right.
We don't know what the full contents are. They say free from sugar. How we know it's free from sugar? It doesn't say that on there. And you know we have so many high cases of non-communicable diseases in the Caribbean. It is so important just for that aspect of it that we pay attention to the labels and what we're and know what we're purchasing. But even more now with COVID and food fraud and all of those things going on, like we have to pay so much more closer attention because people are going to manipulate things
Mhm.
because of a lack thereof. So there's a lack of coconut on island. They put some water in that. They say
Yeah.
coconut was young, a young jelly.
Or
Yeah.
even with the sugar-free labels, you have to be so careful because I was watching this documentary where they put sugar-free, but they still use those alternative sweeteners, which are even more harmful than just normal sugar. So we have to be so and keep ourselves informed.
And
That's
it
really important.
and it depends too on, you know, your personal wish as it relates to food consumption. Like, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you want to take in artificial sweeteners, or you
Yeah.
be totally
Right.
opposed to it because you've heard of the research and about links to cancer and all of that stuff. Or you may be a vegan, for instance. That was mentioned on the show too.
Mm-hmm.
And there's certain things that you just don't want to consume,
Don't
animal
consume,
products
yes.
you don't want to consume. So, knowing what is in those food products is so important because it might be a matter of your personal choice. You
Mm-hmm.
just
Mm-hmm.
don't want to take in, certain things. So you should know what's in the food. So that Wednesday was eye opening for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Diarrhea or not, but it was eye opening. Wednesday was eye opening.
Sabi, mas many apoy sawi. Serious but many. And Tuesday, what do we have on Tuesday? Help me.
We had waste management.
Waste management.
Yes. So that's when we had Anne-Marie John Baptist from Solid Waste.
Very good.
Waste Corporation, yeah. And Shan Coffee, Trinidad. So we had that waste management discussion. At first, I think we went in, I personally went into discussion like waste management. But then, Shan was talking about her waist is, she said, special and sexy. So I was like, okay. Yeah, so we learned so much on Tuesday as it relates to the importance of proper waste management. What's the whole purpose, the whole recycle, reuse, repeat.
The new R's, because we only
R's,
three, like we only get three most in the
we always hear what reduce, reuse, recycle.
Yes.
But then she included repair, repurpose, and there's a third one. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah. Just being more conscious about waste. So Tuesday, that was Tuesday.
And, speaking of waste and waste management and all of that, one of the things that we spoke about was how we have a tendency to like to burn.
Yes. And that has been an issue recently, yeah?
Let me tell you, I have a friend that lives in Girodale, and that is like a problem. And down to yesterday, a fire caught like at the lower end of the road, and like was going up towards someone's house because someone started burning something, and it was slowly creeping up to someone's house. There was also a fire. I think I'm not sure if it was as a result of that. There was a fire out in Yes. I know everything, up to the time. Yes. And I don't know if that was caused by somebody, just like a regular bushfire, but a lot of those bushfires get started because of people burning garbage. So we have like a culture of burning garbage that we need to stop, because it's not just affecting
your health.
Well, not just the bushfires, but it's also affecting your health.
Yes.
Like people who are asthmatic, or may have suffer from bronchitis, or just have respiratory issues. And you're actually putting them in distress, when you do that.
See how it ties into waste management. I was just thinking about it because we were having a discussion on our way home. And my mom said, that bushfires can be caused so easily, maybe just by a little piece of glass. So even the way that we dispose, because even though you say you think it's biodegradable, it can cause a bushfire or maybe even make it worse. So we have to be very careful about how we dispose of our rubbish. Because there was one in Gmit last week. For the entire week, it was burning, the entire week. And so close to people's houses. Like right in your backyard. So we have to be really, really careful. Yes, really careful.
Monday, what did you do Monday?
Monday, we had Dr. Joseph Dangeben.
Yes. She was really
good. Yes.
Yeah, trauma surgeon in New York, NYU. And she
on the island, the one on the island. I just remember the island. Not the island.
Yeah, and she spoke to us about a bit about her work, but also about the COVID-19 pandemic, and how she felt we were dealing with it well, and that type of stuff. She was proud, I think, of Dominica's handling of the crisis thus far.
Speaking of how we've handled it so well, I just want to commend the frontline workers, who've done, because we put, we like to take olive rays you know, we Dominicans, but all you was hard up here, you know, you didn't know to tell you, they had to give all you curfew, right? The frontline workers were the ones that really did it. You know, they really went there and they were doing the testing, and hopefully we can get them on the show because I want to speak to some of them on their experiences. I cannot
Definitely, I agree.
cannot imagine swabbing somebody and later on, you know, that they had COVID. Like how did that feel? Like I would want to know details. I want all the tea, you know, on how, you know, and not just that, but I might say it and it might sound exciting, but there might be a little bit of trauma associated with it because now they have to go back to their homes and their families and their kids and yeah, and imagine getting a call while you're like thinking, boy, maybe I have COVID.
Maybe you have it. Yeah, I know.
You know?
But I think everybody was paranoid at a certain time. You know, anytime you had a little cough, you're like, oh God, is this? Oh God, is it here, God? I mean,
let me tell a little tingle in your throat. You say, oh my God.
Really, my throat tingle about 3 times maybe after the announcement of the first case. I say, oh Lord.
I mean, we laughing about it no, but those were actually things that people thought. I remember Dr. Esprit in her delivery. She said that people were actually calling the hotline, you know, because they heard their neighbors cough.
Yes, I mean it's a panic.
Yes, it is.
I mean, we're laughing about it because you want to keep your mind at ease, but you still continue to practice or take the necessary precautions in order to not let it return. You know, because we have to practice proper hygiene, sanitizing our hands, and all of these different things. We laugh about it, but it's scary, you know, because that's the only. I guess that's our way of coping. Let's laugh, you know.
Humor.
Yeah. That's our way of dealing with it. That we don't have to. If you have to think about it, it's just too much. It's too much to bear, and hopefully we can have. You know, we want to invite the frontline worker. So if you're a frontline worker, you want to talk to us, hey, hit us up. We'd like to talk.
And I think an interesting group to somebody to talk to would be from the law enforcement angle, because I mean we talk about frontline workers and we forget law enforcement that had to enforce that curfew, enforcing the curfew and enforcing the social distancing.
I have some shade for them when they come. I want them to come, but I have some shade for them.
Oh God, Jael. Look, you're going to frighten these people. Oh God, Jael. No, but I would want to hear about it because I mean, I know Dominican's not easy. And you're telling Dominicans, oh, lockdown on the weekend.
No bars,
no bars.
No problems.
No bars. You're telling Dominicans, don't go on beach. Yeah, so I would like that little perspective, you know, how do you deal with that as a law enforcement officer?
Hit us up.
We're
always waiting. You can call us, you can text us, you can let us know. We want the stories. We want to be able to interact with you. We want to know what's going on, and as women, and especially the women frontline workers and the women police officers.
Yes.
We're not gonna men. The show, we love the men as well, but you know we really want to get the female perspective on how they dealt with the COVID everything.
Yeah. Okay. Some people saying good morning, Jael. So before we maybe break for our next segment, let's say good morning to the people who are logged on and sending us their good morning messages.
Yeah.
3 beautiful faces. So good morning, everybody logged in. And if you're on Facebook, share that live.
One thing you don't forget, share it live.
I'm going to be like, hey, sign like, share it live, share it live, share it live.
Make sure you share it live. Hit that share. We need to take a short break. We're gonna come back. When we come back, we're gonna be talking about some of the stuff that's happened in the news that we didn't get to discuss on the show over the last couple of days. But I think it's still very important that we shed some light on it, and we have an opinion. It's Girl Talk Friday, so we're just talking, and we hope that you can join us and you can share your views as well. Send a message, send a WhatsApp, send a smoke signal. Let us know that you're locked in. Hi, Josette. Josette is all the way in England. Hello, Josette. How are you? We're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back with more woman to woman. Keep it locked. Yo, my thing freeze. 1 second. That's what happens. It happens. Freezing happens. Okay, here we go. We're coming back right after this.
Didn't you know the only place to go, Vibes Radio? Silk, say so.
Huggies Active Sec disposable diapers provides the best absorption results. Its Velcro Dura technology provides a long-lasting fit for up to 12 hours of absorption and are available in sizes small to XXL at an affordable price. Huggies Active Sec, aiding your baby to explore the world. Available at all supermarkets and shops island-wide and distributed by Springfield Trading Limited.
Stop the spread of viral infections. Stay safe and healthy and protect your community by coughing and sneezing into your elbow or tissue and washing your hands with soap and water. Wash your hands often and properly for at least 20 seconds. Only go outside when necessary. Get information only from reliable sources. We're in this together. Stop the spread of COVID-19. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
What chocolate flavor are you? Are you the calm, collected, cultured, classy, sophisticated, old-fashioned lover? Cadbury chocolate has a flavor for every lover. That delectable chocolate goodness that explodes in your mouth. Heroes and Roses or Dairy Milk trays make the perfect gift sets. Cadbury drinking chocolate on Cadbury cocoa for waking up your loved ones with a cup of love. Cadbury Dairy Milk, Cadbury Chocolate Bourneville bars in classic dark chocolate, and Cadbury Crunchy Picnic Toblerone Swiss Milk chocolate bars. The chocolatey flavors of Cadbury is just what you need to treat that special loved one. Share a sweet moment with Cadbury, distributed by Springfield Trading Limited.
We wake you up to take you up, so stay up like a champion.
Right now it's woman time. Hey, it's your girl Tasha P, and you're listening to Woman to Woman.
Yes, we're back in the morning time.
We're back.
Yeah. That was a nice little break. A nice little breather, right? A nice little breather. Trudy, you want to delete because I know, I'm a bit of a feminist. I don't think I want to stop.
So, I mean, we want Jill. So I wanted to review some stuff that has been, happening internationally. We got hold of an article in Loop News Caribbean. Are the men talking as it relates to the COVID-19 pandemic? How is it affecting men? So this article, this man was speaking out about the effect of COVID-19. Anybody has had any feedback from their male friends or their significant others about the COVID-19 impact on the men, specifically on the men?
Well, in my case, like I know mine is going mad. he does not like being like the confinement and at least a forced confinement and all that. I think our culture was so, when the prime minister, this country is too free. I mean, it literally with this free mentality that we can do as we please, go when we want, come when we want, and we free, right? And this has definitely taken freedom away from you by force, and it's in an effort for the greater good. I remember somebody, I think it was the mayor of Atlanta said something in a press conference. Are we going to save the economy or are we going to save lives? We have to we actually have to choose. She's a woman, and she was saying, hey, in as much as the governor was saying, open up the doors, go ahead, she was saying, we have to choose, we somewhat have to choose. The men, I don't know if I think they're having the same reaction the women are having personally. I see the anxiety, I see the stress related to it, not just in the men close to me, but men around me, and how they're dealing with it. I see a lot of beards growing, like a lot of full face beards. Some people are going Rasta on us, So I don't know. Yeah, go ahead, Trudy.
No, I said I have quite a few male friends, and the reactions have been different but somewhat the same. Like this whole confinement thing that you spoke about, I know some friends of mine, like the whole inability to go and take a sweat with their boys, that was really hurting them. Like, I cannot go inside that house. No matter what you say about, exercise indoors, that was
not
just
the same.
not the same. And then I have friends who are fathers who were particularly worried. And I mean, they don't sometimes give men an ability to express their emotions. I mean, that's not their forte, a lot of them. But I could tell, from a father's
not their forte. Why is it not your forte?
I'm not sure. I don't know. You all will tell me if it's my experience. I don't think so. But it's just not their forte. It's just not.
They just don't want to seem as though they're weak.
Right.
When you express yourself and you get all emotional, a tear might drop and
but we know
what's happen.
We know how weak they be. Before we take off our clothes, we know. We know, are you weak? Are you not strong? Stop playing parts.
Yeah. Charlie killing me.
Yeah, something else. So I mean, like, I know fathers, for instance, were feeling the anxiety, like, what if my child gets sick, and what if I can't take care of my child, and that type of stuff. And then I saw some serious anxiety from male friends. I mean, and that is a topic I want to address. People spend a lot on alcohol to relieve their daily tensions, if you want to call it that, and then you tell them no bars and you cannot purchase alcohol. So I was definitely feeling from some of my, people that I know, some anxiety around that whole aspect of the COVID-19 measures. So the men
definitely take a toll on,
but
on everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Jodie.
What I'm saying too, well, I always try to find the positive in everything, yeah. And I remember Shaka saying, boy, I'm so happy I get the little time to spend with my little boom boom. Well, that's what we call it. So some of them were really happy that, all the stresses of work and whatever, that at least they had a little time to spend with their family without anything else being involved and just have that one-on-one time. So in a way, I think they appreciated that aspect of it. But I know the Friday lines, the lack thereof, trust me, a lot of them.
You know what I wanted about the side chicks.
Boy.
I thought you'd never bring that up. You'd not jail.
I was like, those side chicks, they be like, you never call them make noise. How come you don't come by me today? Because I'm in quarantine.
No, but Jael, no. And Jodie, okay, we need to, oh Lord, this is another whole
That's a whole hour. We have to dedicate a whole hour to that topic.
We need to look at it now from the man's point of view and being confined with the main person who at the time he was
nagging.
So the man also, the little escape he used to be able to get and go wherever he used to go for the escape. Think about his bad mood now with the main person.
You ladies know yourself. You know yourself.
But who knows, Trudy? Maybe they rekindled, the love that was once there.
Either way, Jodie. Either way. So I've read stories about rekindling, but I've read stories about no. Divorce.
Not see. Take me out. Well, I think that was an ultimatum kind of. Like, if you realize, after the last 8 weeks or how many weeks, you've been in confinement with that one person, before you start, you should be able to drag out and go check your sin.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like now you should really say, y'all both should agree it ain't working. Like, it should not be like just the man. It should be like y'all both. It really ain't working. We really don't like each other anymore. We may love each other, but we don't like each other. We may love each other because we have kids together, but we don't love each other. And it's time to take that stand and say, hey, I need to find happiness because the world's coming to an end.
I know, right? I know, right? I mean, people have to, if we have to be real on girl talk, it's not because people in relationships, they're happier, there are plenty.
Some of them, and people get married because of convenience,
Right.
There are cases like that where you're in a relationship just because it's convenient for the both of you.
Or you stick around for the children.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of people
for financial reason.
Very true.
Yes.
Right. So
they're looking good on your side.
Yeah. The men
and somebody wanting the most.
Look at her face.
They're pretty. But there are a lot of women that think like that. They wish somebody just because they're looking good and they dress well.
It's so true. So I think we have to use that moment to reevaluate. And the men, we need you guys just as much as we know you need us. And we understand that you're going through this, and we hope that we can be there for you in the best possible way, and at the end of the day, everybody's in this together. Like, if you try and do it apart, it's not gonna work, so we want to be able to be there for the men, and give them support, and ladies, those of you who have had a really tough time with those men at home, probably reach out and give your boy a little kiss on the cheek, and tell him that thank you for tolerating me, because let me tell you, we're not easy, some of us. Thank you for tolerating me for the last couple of weeks. Thank you for not yelling at me, because in some cases there were abuse and there's all of these other things that go on during that time, and you know yourself, like me, you see me, I know myself. I know I'm not no easy cookie, right? I'm not an easy coconut. Got that, right? So it's always good to say thank you. Thank you for being there for the kids, and thank you for helping me through this, and thank you for, I know I'm driving you insane and whatever, because hopefully that can prevent them from checking us in when they finish. Hello, thank you. Right? Okay, so what other things happening in the news?
Yeah, we want to talk about maybe one more thing happening in the news.
I want to talk about as it relates to cannabis
and
might block COVID. I want to talk about the cannabis because I are gonna smoker about it. I'm a proud smoker, and I can say that because I'm in Canada.
Oh my! Yeah, smokers. But the smokers, we seen there was something reported in Calgary, CTV News, saying the headline: was cannabis might block COVID-19 infection. Study shows smoking weed won't make you corona-proof, but these researchers might be on to something. So there is some sort of
Free up the thing long time in Dominica. Legalize the thing. That's the end of the thing. Look at
I cannot comment. I just cannot comment because there might be some legalities involved. So
yeah, I know. We have quite a few people who smoke weed or who,
and it's not only the smoking. Remember now that as
medical cannabis.
Yeah. Yes, and the oil is there's the oil where you can remove the what they call it, the THC from it. So then it's not hallucinogenic again. So you can take the oil and you get all the medicinal benefits from it. So
it's good for you.
Our discussion is not just smoking. So
I just feel like I should stop touch on the smoking. Legalize the thing. So long then. Legalize the thing. Yes, it might. I mean, and just the tea. The tea. I know the tea has helped a lot of people who suffer from asthma. And all that. That kind of explains. I mean, I can get where they're going with that, because it is a virus. It does have, like, there were cases of people and issues, right? So obviously there might be onto something, and I hope that well, it looks like Canada will make plenty money because it's legal, right? It's legal in Canada. If they were to find something as it relates to COVID and cannabis being a possible cure or possible thing that you
to kind of reduce symptoms too. Yeah. And it's interesting, the whole medical cannabis discussion comes up so often. I mean, this is a hot topic.
It is.
A lot of people have already accepted the medicinal properties of cannabis. A lot of countries, Canada.
Even in the Caribbean, the Caribbean, yeah.
It's a hot topic in Dominica because we're not there yet,
We're on the bandwagon for everything else. We're not on that bandwagon.
Right. So, I mean,
we need to get on that train.
Now with COVID, I mean, who knows? I heard a farmer say this might be the time for the ganja farmers to get a little.
Dominica has the best soil, like the best soil. Like can you imagine how rich we could be if that?
I don't
like. Hello.
I don't know. Everybody's already on board. I don't know how,
but we could slant it and market it to be organic ganja from the most volcanic island in the world with the richest soil.
Black sand, bitch.
We have some.
Hey.
Somebody has you all to put together a marketing plan for.
They should make us take charge of that.
I don't think you all just they're working for free, making marketing strategies.
Well,
I just wanted to
that specialty, right? That is Jodie's specialty, putting things together to make it work in terms of raw material. Me, I just work with words.
So somebody just put a post on the Facebook live, and she said there's also a full line of cannabis hair oils advertised for regrowth and Kush shea butter for dry skin and for hair as well. So that is the in thing now in the cosmetic lines. Cannabis oils, cannabis creams, hair growth oils. We not only want
is online and she's dying, she's laughing. She said, "Yeah, I'm glad you know yourself." Somebody said I did suspect I had too much last night. No, I did not. I had just the right amount, just to send me to sleep. And I have the vaping, I have the oil, I have the it's not really nice that smoking weed. I mean, I just couldn't talk about it because, but I've been smoking since I was 14 years old. Right? So it's like, just legalize the thing. Time to legalize the thing.
Yes, Jael.
Period.
We're moving along.
So yeah.
Like we've been in like a bit of a moment. We're going through all of the COVID stuff and a lot of us, especially a lot of us women, we still have our woes and our gripes and the things that are really troubling us and we can't really do anything about it, or we hope that we can try to do something about it. Right, Trudy?
Right. So we are going to talk about some of those wounds. Yes. I'm going to a bit of, well, I want to talk to you all because you all are the mothers in this Girl Talk group.
She needing it. We get interviewed.
So I am going to interview you all about, some of these maternal woes that you all may have as mothers. I mean, we can talk about, you all can tell me, first of all, as mothers, how concerned you were about the whole COVID-19 affecting your kids. And then we can go into some of the whole pregnancy, maternity woes that you all may have had. So I want to talk about this. First, the COVID thing, Jodie.
Girl, I was paranoid. I felt like I was getting anxiety attacks.
Really?
Because, no, trust me, I was really paranoid. I had this whole routine. Where I would come home, I would pass upstairs because we were downstairs on my mom's house. I would pass upstairs, take out all my clothes, bathe from head to toe, hand sanitize before I actually go to meet my son. I was that paranoid. It was really bad. It was really bad.
Why were you so paranoid? What exactly did it?
Just the whole novelty of the whole thing and not knowing how, because everybody who has it and the stories that you heard, everybody had a different experience. Some would die. You could see people laboring for breath, people coughing violently. I read this story with, she was a frontline worker. She was a nurse and she had a young 3-year-old son, and his son actually contracted it. And she said she did everything, like to the book, everything they said to do. She would sanitize. When she goes to the grocery, she would sanitize the handle of the trolley. She would do everything, and to only find out that the son contracted it. So it makes you wonder, but what else should I have done? And am I doing enough so that my family doesn't contract it? So trust me, that in itself gave me anxiety. And I'm not a person to feel so at all. But that whole COVID situation was so new, and so it made you think. And people who are not strong mentally, I can see where they're saying that a lot of people might need psychological help after.
I have a question for you, Jodie.
Yes.
Before I ask the question, I just want to reiterate that cannabis is still illegal in Dominica. I just want to reiterate, it is still illegal in Dominica, so it's illegal for you. It's not illegal for me, but it's illegal for you in Dominica. So just letting y'all know, it is still illegal. That's what this disclaimer. All right. So make sure. What?
Let me tell you something, man.
It is illegal in Dominica. All right. I say nothing more than that. Right. Okay. So going back to the whole children and having to deal with the whole COVID everything. What you think triggered it the most for you? Like when you would see, because I would watch a lot of news things and I'm always like reading and whatever, and I'm like, like some things about it just was like, okay, is this for real? Like I watch like the statistics of this, the CDC website, how many people die from the common cold in a year, and how many people were dying. For me, the fear was that there was no vaccine. That was probably the fear for me. It wasn't a matter of, oh my God, I'm going to get this. Oh my God, I'm just like, if I get this, I'm going to take a bunch of Vicks. I get take ginger tea. Like I had my thing in my head. I had like options in my mind. But what was the trigger for you, Jodie?
I think it's watching the stories, because at first, well, Shaka is always positive in everything. So what if the boy gets that? The boy's strong. I'm like, Shaka, really? You're not sure how it affects. Like everybody has a different experience with it. And I think it was that story of that frontline worker and her son. Trust me, that like just ripped my heart apart. Let me tell you, the boy was coughing violently. He couldn't breathe. And he had no issues. He had no underlying conditions. He was a healthy little boy. I just didn't want to bring that home. That was my fear. Like, I wasn't really concerned about myself. I could go anytime now, but I was just worried about him, and if at all he contracts it, how it would affect him. And even though it didn't affect him now, but that whole issue with the whole respiratory illness, he might some kind of condition that might last for a lifetime. So there was that fear. The fear of not knowing, I think, was it for me. Yeah.
I share the same sentiment, like not knowing that there's like not having a vaccine, not there's no cure, not really knowing how it really spreads, because at one time they tell you, it can stay on material for like 70 for how many hours, it can stay on metal surfaces, and all of these talks about how it can manifest itself, and people just jumping in the air, and I'm like, jumping, like all of these things are just like so many questions. As then there was the whole staying apart from people, and that I think really got to me the most was the staying apart, because I have like a really large family here in Canada, and like even like for Easter, we would come together as a family, and have Easter lunch and all of these things. And there was so many things, that we normally do. One of my relatives would have been celebrating their 60th birthday this month, and they were planning to put together a nice, get together. Those Seamans really have they know how to have a good time. But, all of that had to be canceled, and celebrating their birthdays, and even like, going to people's homes, it just became so difficult, and just being in a house. I mean, at least in Dominica, you get to probably walk around a little bit more, and in your own communities and stuff. But up here, you're like really in confinement, and like, you're like, they come to your doorbell, they ring your doorbell, and they like run all the way. Like, you're like a plague. Everybody has COVID, has Corona, as far as that's how we had to roll, and that was probably one of this. That was part of the scariest thing, and everybody. The mask thing, though, I still can't get. Like, I get used to it, having the mask. I don't know how doctors do it and nurses. Tell us your tips on how do you breathe, not getting hot, not feeling like you're gonna tooth it.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult.
It is.
I mean, I guess depending on it, and when you exert yourself, it's more difficult. So if you have on that mask and you're trying to walk fast or run up some steps, because you essentially breathing back in the carbon dioxide, that you released. But maybe in the line of work of the doctors and nurses being kind of not moving much when they have on the mask, maybe that's how they manage it. I don't know. Somebody would need to tell us.
Josette is on Josette is a nurse. I want one, like, she's on there, and she can. Any nurses on the live can tell us how can we wear that mask and not feel like we're gonna
not feel like we're gonna pass out.
No, I see they have you can have a headband, and it comes onto, like, they put a button on either end of the headband, and you can hang your mask. That's gonna be a new style. You can hang your girl. Let me tell you, people come with some kind of thing. Like, okay. Coming up with different things. I know a lot of people have been making their money in their masks.
I got my branded mask with JD's Naturals logo.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Yes, Jodie.
Yeah. One, the latest one I saw is with a zip.
Yeah, and the mask is there.
But how you mean the mask has a zip?
The mask has a zip right here.
How they can make mask with zip?
I can't get over his tongue though, and his mouth, and the way he was like something alright. If you have to drink, right? You unzip, you drink, and you
use it back.
Oh my God!
And that was a cute one. I think that was a very creative one. But like, even up here, they're trying to now. They're telling people They're no longer telling people to stay home. They're telling people to stay apart, right? So not stay home, but stay apart, and things are slowly opening up. However, one of the things that we've been hearing a lot of is that they're saying, there's a possibility that they might make the wearing of masks more of a mandatory thing. You have to always have a mask and stuff because you just never know. If it comes down to that, I'm definitely gonna need some practice on how to rock a mask. How to rock a mask.
You all know Donald Trump. Before I even say his name, I'm like rolling my eyes. But anyway, Donald Trump was so adverse to wearing the mask. And like yesterday, there was this news item that he finally put on a mask, like for the first time, because he was refusing in public to wear a mask. But he went to some, I think, Ford dealership, whatever, and he had on this navy blue mask. So it's like if a character like that, was forced eventually to wear the mask. I mean, it's coming forward.
Why do you think he eventually did it though? Like,
first of all,
we started like noticing.
He had a scare, and he said he was negatively, he was positively negative for COVID. He was tested recently, and I mean, maybe this scare made him decide, well, I might as well wear the mask. Maybe, but who knows? I don't know.
But Donald Trump is doing a lot of things. Like, look now, he's trying to break ties with Canada in terms of the airspace and like, I don't even understand this man anymore. Like, I'm trying to understand him, and I'm trying to honestly, I try and look for all the good in everyone. I'm searching for the good in Donald, and the good I found in Donald is that he's very basic, and if all politicians were like Donald, I feel like the world would be a better place to some extent.
Oh, Jael.
No, I'll tell you why I say that. Because Donald will tell you, I don't like you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to. He doesn't say let's get higher. Let's get stronger immigration laws. He says no. Let's build walls. He doesn't say let's get let's increase employment. He says no. We need jobs. He keeps it simple, and any 2-3-year-old can understand this man. And if every politician was like that, I tell you, like, and I think that's why he has so much support. He still has so much support, right?
Oh,
because he's a JA, he still has so much support, right? So, Donald. Yeah.
You and your Donald. But anyway, I don't think, ladies, we're going to get to talk about our maternity woes. And I want to speak to you all about. I'm looking at the time. We're already, we're already approaching the end of the show.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should save our hot topic for another girl talk.
I think so,
It was not necessarily a hot topic. It was hot. I feel it was a topic that will always be there. It will always be there. As long as women make babies. It will always be.
We'll always be making babies.
So we can put a pin on it and the next time. Just the next time. Because getting up to date with what happened this week and even in the news and some of the things that we're still like questioning so many things around us. About so many things. We have so many different people feeling like yesterday's show really did it for me. Like yesterday's show really brought a new perspective. I mean, I know that people things differently, but just hearing her speak yesterday, I was just like, okay, like we say this is the new normal. We say, we talk everything we talk about today is very current, but it's so scary that the new normal is something that I fear. I still fear the anxiety that you get because of this, because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And winter after summer, yes, it's eased up. Corona's eased up, but they saw high cases during the winter months, especially like in China and these places. And you're thinking, oh my God, September is going to be around the corner.
Yeah,
it's going to come.
Like bracing yourself for the second wave.
Everything that affects the Caribbean, and the Caribbean is heavily dependent on tourism. And if people are not coming in, if there's no way to stimulate the economy except within, it's gonna be hard. It's going to be very, very. So this is one of like listening to this lady yesterday. Gave me anxiety when I was done. I was just like, oh my God, like this is really serious.
Yeah.
People and we so resilient, we're resilient people and whatever. But it's not easy, nah?
And I think that's why we should continue talking to psychologists or people working in that field on this show, because I think a lot of people would need that type of therapy, even if it's through radio, TV, however you can get it. So
and maybe it's a good thing it's through radio, because a lot of people they have that kind of stigma to go into, like as though something is wrong with me if I go to a therapist. So they can get that through the radio. I think it would be very beneficial for a lot of people.
Yeah. The whole time we're associated with it.
Yes.
Or it's like saying, I don't know what to know my business. Like,
yeah, that's true.
But my views on that. I white therapist for me.
You told us that yesterday. Dr. Wallace was looking like she wanted to convert you,
but she understood though. She just even before I spoke about it openly, I spoke to her about it, and she's like, yeah, I get it. It's like having a clean slate for me, because with a clean slate, you can't pass any judgment on me, because you have not really been where I've been, or really understand. So you're just going to be as objective as possible, So that was just my take on the whole therapy and again, and I just want to let people know, this is the last time I'll say anything about it today. But there are many different outlets. You can go online, and if you really need, not to joke or anything, if you really need help, I feel like you should reach out. There are a lot of sites out there that you can go on. There's even things that you could do on YouTube. Google is your best friend. Just search, and I'm sure you'll come up with something that can help. Don't think that you cannot do this anymore, that's the end for you, or somebody said to me, I don't think I can bring a child into this world now because of how things are. Like, my child will never get to experience things that I did as a child, because the reason why I'd want to bring a child into this world is so they can enjoy, they could know about my family, they could know where I grew up. I can't even go outside, I can't even go to my village where I grew up. People are scared and they don't know how to deal with things, and some people look for a way out, right? And I just want to encourage folks out there that are listening right now to the Woman to Woman show that there is help, right? Even if it's just reaching out and talking to somebody that's close to you about it, about how you're feeling, and it's okay to feel that way, right? There are other people in the same situation. It's okay to feel down, depressed. It's okay to feel stressed. What we want you to be able to do is manage it, and there are ways that you can manage it. When I listen to come on live, whatever, everybody have their way of managing it, and I just want to, that be my last thing to say.
Right. So yeah, and definitely seeking out help is important. So we'll be revisiting some of that stuff next week, or maybe and the week after. So we'll keep mental health high on our priority list on Woman to Woman. So we are at the end of our time, ladies.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Girl talk on Woman to Woman. So
Jodie, you coming back? Look at her. She's like, I don't know. I like the way she said that. That's it. Today's Friday. Are you guys still on quarantine for the weekend? Like you guys still locked
It
up?
hasn't changed.
yeah, there's current. Well, the curfew is from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Sunday. That's Saturday, and Sunday is complete lockdown.
Mhm.
So yeah, complete lockdown until Monday morning at 5 a.m. So
Up here, we're a little bit more free up here too. We can move around a little bit more, but people are definitely staying indoors more than normal. But I would not have mind if I was on complete lockdown. Like to be quite honest, like you just have to do what you have to do in order to help curb the plank and stop the spread of coronavirus.
right.
Right. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too. Those of you who listened and tuned in and commented and we're so grateful for you, all of you. Make sure you share the live, hit share so that folks can know about the show. Thank you very much to every single person who listened on the TV, on the radio, and we hope that you can tune in on Monday. Monday we have a young lady who's going to be joining us, but you got to follow our Facebook page. Go to Woman to Woman. Just type in Woman to Woman on Facebook. We'll be posting all the updates there for you. It'll also be on my page, but you can head over to the Woman to Woman Facebook page as well as the Vibes Radio page, and you can get all the information as it relates to our guests coming up next week. Jodie freeze. Till next time. Till next time, Trudy. So it was a fun week. I really enjoyed the last week, and see you guys soon. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bye, guys.